Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm just gonna dive into Bitcoin once again, and let's talk about Bitcoin and what the hell are you doing, Bitcoin? Seriously, you're moving sideways, getting really boring with Bitcoin right now. I don't even know what it's trying to do. I don't know what the hell it's trying to achieve here. Moving sideways, it's getting really boring and really painful for traders right now in here to trade even Bitcoin. Okay, we do not know what Bitcoin is trying to do, what it's trying to move, where it's trying to move. Okay, I am bullish. I am bullish, but I do make videos on Bitcoin because if Bitcoin starts moving down towards the downside, then every single altcoins that you love, okay, all the small babies that you have are gonna die as well, okay. Everything goes down. Bitcoin pumps, they pump. If Bitcoin goes down, every single thing goes down, no matter how good they look on the chart or not, okay. So whenever you're trading altcoins, I'm making this Bitcoin update for you so that you can keep up to date with the Bitcoin update as well. Now, this is going to be a little bit extended analysis on Bitcoin today, and there is a threat ahead. Okay, I do like to say pumpy November, but there is a small threat. Okay, and let's dive into every single detail today that I can actually tell you, and why do I think that we're still good to move towards the upside and not move towards the downside. Now, the threat that I think that can happen is 3 days from now. Today's 5th of November, and there's a bad history in November during the 8th and the 9th of November. I'm gonna take you back to the 2017 bull market right here, and I'm gonna analyze every situation that happened in November. Okay, now from wherever you started in November, basically now Bitcoin, I'm gonna take you back to nearly the nearly here. Do you see this? This is 7th of November here. I'm gonna show you there was a huge dump back in 2017 bull market as well. Now this something similar can happen after 3 days. You never know. Okay, so this is a drop from here. This is 8th of November. From 8th of November, we went all the way down. I'm gonna show you. We went all the way down here until 12th of November. In 4 days we dropped 30%, and that's a very big drop. Okay, that is 30%. And I'm gonna go back into the 2013. Yeah, this was the top here. This was the top, and let's try to see what happened in November as well. Okay, this was back in the previous bull market as well, and let's see what happened here. Do you see that during the 9th of November, yeah, we still had another massive drop from here, from 9th of November all the way to 10th of November, and that was like 25% drop. So there is a threat ahead of us, and right now at the moment I do think Bitcoin can still move towards the upside before rolling down over. Now, it's not important that you get I'm not saying the history can repeat or anything, but it's still you have to be a little bit careful during the 8th of November and 9th of November as well. Okay, and I'm gonna show you the DXY in here. Okay, now the DXY is the dollar range. Okay, it's the dollar. Now, for those who do not know what the DXY is, this is the dollar. Yes, you can trade the dollar trading view as well. And I'm going to jump into the sidelines here, and I'm going to tell you something, that the concept of the dollar and the Bitcoin. When the dollar moves towards the upside, Bitcoin loves to move towards the downside. Okay, it's an opposite direction. And when the dollar is moving towards the downside, Bitcoin loves to move towards the upside. Okay, now recently the dollar was pushing itself yesterday. Now the reason why Bitcoin is also moving up and down is because dollar moves up and down as well. And from here you can already see, if I try to zoom in here, we had this massive huge green candle yesterday, and for Bitcoin that meant a big red candle. Do you see that? Yesterday, that's the reason why we had that red candle. Now we're having this sort of red candle here, and Bitcoin is starting to push itself with the green candle. Do you see that? So basically I think the DXY has hit a level of big resistance right there. Okay, and I do see a pattern that can play out, which is very similar. If I try to zoom out like this, and there's something very similar to the pattern. I'm gonna hide the EMAs just a little bit here, and I'm gonna show you that pattern right now, and this will be very bullish for Bitcoin. Okay, do you see this one right here? This pattern is trying to become something like this. Do you see this? This one is is trying to look like this as well, and I'm gonna try to replicate all this scenario by going to my clicking here, and I'm gonna click the bars pattern just like that. I'm gonna zoom out, and I'm gonna take this one to this as well, just like that, and it's gonna give me this duplicated bars, and I'm gonna drag this one all the way and place it just right there. Okay, do you see that? I'm gonna move this a little bit higher. Yeah, and it looks a little bit the same as that one, and if it does go down, it can move towards the 89, and that will mean a very, very big push for Bitcoin as well. Okay, so keep an eye on the DXY. The DXY looks bearish, and I do think Bitcoin is start to keep moving towards the upside as well. Now there's one more thing that I want to tell you regarding that 7 to 8 November. I want to click on fib trend based, and the fib trend based tells you when a particular trend can happen. I'm going to take the top here to the bottom right there. I'm going to place the trend based fib just like that, and this tells you the particular date that a trend can happen. Do you see when you entered 2nd of November, this trend went down, and now that you're entering 5th of November, the trend is moving upside. Now you might move a little bit towards the upside and still find resistance here at the 63,000. We had a huge resistance in the back as well, which is this area, which is the all-time high. Now I do think it is telling that you might see a change in the 8th of November of 21 as well. So you might move a little bit here and the trend can change. Could it move towards the downside? Who knows? Could we have that nasty dump until 13th of November? Because we do have another date at 10th of November and 13th of November. We might have we might enter this area and we might start falling towards the downside and move to the 54,000. Who knows? But I'm gonna be very careful during these days. Okay. I want to talk about Bitcoin dominance as well, and Bitcoin dominance seems to give a very positive news for the altcoins, guys. Altcoins are about to get to the moon because of a potential bearish cross. The last time you saw this was back in August right here. Do you see this? A bearish cross like that is about to happen just again right over here, and that will mean absolutely golden for the altcoins as well. So you might see in the coming few days the Bitcoin dominance going down, and the altcoin are gonna move super crazy towards the upside. Okay, and yeah, this is Bitcoin at the moment, and I'm trying to figure out what Bitcoin is gonna do at the 8th of November. So at the present moment, okay, I'm gonna take the fibs and I'm gonna lay down the fibs from the top here to the bottom right there, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna press your bubbles. As long as you're not above 0.618, which is the 63,304, or this one right here, as long as you're not on top of it, you do have a threat to go towards the downside. I'm going to be very clear with you. But I do say that you're not likely to go to the downside because, look, you're still respecting the 10 EMA. You never even lost the 10 EMA. The day you're going to lose the 20, sorry, this is the 20, not the 10. The day you're going to lose the 20, every single time you came down to the 20, you've been bouncing off it. And if you ever come below it, okay, I'm going to give you level of support as well. For me, the bear market scenario is when you lose the 20, when you lose this 59,000, equally, you start losing this 58,615, bye-bye Bitcoin. That's it. For me, you might even come all the way down to 53,000, which is the last swing high and the biggest support of them all, which is this one. You see this? I'm just gonna drop a horizontal line right there, which is and I've said this in a couple of videos back as well, that you might come down all the way here, or the first could be the 55 EMA, and you can test the 55 EMA and then bounce off the 55 and move towards the upside as well. So yeah, that's it for today's Bitcoin update. So be careful. I've told you everything. Unless you don't cross the 0.618, you do have a threat. So I'm gonna see you tomorrow with a new video update. Allah Hafiz.